morning, my name is Penny Watt and today I'm going to be showing you a health check on a dog. Here we have today, this is Poppy, she's my dog, she's a 7-year-old Staffordshire Bull Terrier, and I'm going to show you the things that you need to look out for while doing a health check. So a health check can be carried out in your home, you can do it outside if your dog is more comfortable outside while you're doing play, or any other area that you feel comfortable and your dog feels comfortable in doing a health check. Okay, so some dogs, they're not all happy about being on a table. Poppy's fairly okay, we'll see during our health check. As you can see, she's in good health, good body shape. And I'm going to be showing you the things that you need to look out for and some preventative measures that you can do to keep your pet healthy and happy. Okay then, so as you can see, Poppy, she's like wriggling off this table. Come back in, come back in. Okay, good girl. Okay, so first part we're going to check is a head, and as you can see, she's sitting down. Come on, Poppy, sit. Good girl. So we're looking at her nose. So we're looking at the nose for any blood, any discharge, and as you can see, Poppy's nose is okay. We can touch it, and she doesn't have any pain. Okay, so that's what you're looking for with the nose. Next we're going to look at her eyes. So obviously we can see her pupils. She's following my hands and she's very responsive with her eyes. So we're looking for any discharge. She doesn't have any discharge. Normally I would use a wipe. Just get a wipe. So sit. Good girl. So if she does have any discharge, just a gentle wipe across the eye to keep her eyes clean. Okay, and make sure that they're free from any grime or dirt. Okay, now sometimes the dogs, when you're looking at your health check, you need to check their eye to make sure they can get ticks. It's not uncommon, you can get ticks in the dog's eye. If they don't get a tick in the eye, you must never try to remove it yourself. Always consult your vet for help on getting anything out of your dog's eye. Okay then, so next thing we want to move on to, just sit up, Poppy, sit up. And as you can see, she just wants to lie down. So I'll just move my things over here. So we're looking for her mouth. So we just want to check a longer jaw, longer cheekbones. Does she flinch? Is she in pain? No. So then we just lift the skin up on the side of her mouth. So we're checking her teeth. We're checking her gum colour. Open your mouth. Good girl. And we're checking her tongue. So we're looking for any ulcers, any broken teeth. And we need to check both sides. So we just pull the skin flaps and just check down. Also, it's a good indication to look for plaque on your dog's teeth. We actually brush Poppy's teeth to keep them nice and clean. So as you can see, there's no ulcerations in the mouth, no broken teeth, no pooly teeth or abscesses, otherwise you'd be able to feel any lumps and bumps underneath her head. Okay, so next thing we're going to look for is ears. I clean my dog's ears with cotton buds, however you should be careful not to push the cotton buds too far down. So we're looking in her ears. Could have done with the light on. Looking in her ears, so we're looking for any ticks or any mites or any hemorrhaging or any other bleeding within the ear itself. Okay, and as you can see, that one's all nice and clean, can't see anything in that one. Okay, and we're also checking this one as well. She may have a little bit of wax. Okay, as I say, I'll clean that with cotton buds to keep her ears nice and clean. Okay, so she can hear me, Poppy. Yep, the tail's going. Poppy? Yep, so she can hear me. Sometimes if your dog's got an ear infection or anything, you will know that there'll be a lot of wax inside it, and then you'll be able to take it to the vet and just get it checked out. Okay, so next thing we need to do, can you sit? Sit, okay. Sit. Sit down. Good girl. So we need to check her legs. Okay, how we do this, we do two at the same time. So we can check for any inconsistencies in the dog's legs, and all you want to do is just gently hold onto your dog's legs, move your hands down to the feet. Now Poppy does have arthritis, so I can't do this too hard or pull her legs too far, because I know that she does have a bit of pain with her arthritis. So as I can see, there's no lumps and bumps, no any undue, and can't feel anything, no lumps and bumps, no ticks, no. So once you've done the legs and you're happy with the legs, if you do notice any issues with the legs, any issues with your legs, then just get a little record book, just note it down, and then just make sure you get it checked with the vet to make sure there's no cancerous lumps or bumps or anything untoward. Okay, so her feet. Now Poppy's quite, she doesn't like her feet being touched because she had her cuticles cut into. So we do have to kind of be a little bit more lenient with Poppy. So I just hold her head, just spread the paws out. Just spread the paws out. I know. Okay, we're looking for any broken claws, any bleeding at the claws, if she's ripped any out. Again, you will find this quite a lot with cats if they've been fighting and that. Sometimes they can pull their claws out of their foot, and they do need medical attention when this happens. So we're looking in between her toes. And we need to look for ticks. Ticks tend to like the pads on a dog's feet. Thorns, any thorns they can get in between the toes and on the pads. So you also want to look for pad condition and make sure there's no scrapes and no flaking of the skin or any burns on your dog's feet. I'm just going to come around this way. So I'll just show you. Just lift your dog's paw back slightly gently. Just hold her at the joint. Okay, we're just checking in between the toes, and I can't see anything wrong. If your dog, sometimes if you're checking your paws and your dog does yoke, then that means they might have an issue in between the pads. You can get grass kernels stuck in between, thorns, ticks, so a very good place to check. Okay then, next we're going to look along the body, and exactly the same as we've done with the legs. We put the hands either side of the body, and it's just a feel all the way down to the back. Okay, as you can see, she's not yelking, she's not in pain. I can't feel any lumps or bumps. Okay, so next thing we're going to look for is a coat. And Poppy's got a lovely coat because she gets bathed in all the best shampoos. And with this dog, it's easier to see things like ticks, fleas, and any other parasites, lice, because she's got a thin coat. Now you might have a dog with a long coat, so just get a comb or a brush. Just back brush the fur on your dog, and just keep looking right down at the base of the fur and the skin to make sure that they haven't got any lice. You would be able to see lice, they attach themselves to the hair follicles, and you'll be able to see little white eggs. Okay, fleas, obviously we can see fleas, they're quite black, quite big, and they tend to jump about, little black parasites. With Poppy, because she's white, it's easy to see. But you might have a black dog or a long-haired dog, and it might make it a bit more difficult to see. Also, like with the fleas, we can do a test to make sure. So we could just do a skin scrape onto a white piece of paper. I'm just using a normal plastic knife, and they will actually leave little bits of blood behind, which is their poo. Obviously there's none on here, but it's just an example to show you how to do the method. If you do find that, then obviously your dog will have fleas. Okay then, so next thing we're going to do, we're going to move on from that. Any ticks, this is a perfect tool. I find this absolutely brilliant for removing ticks. Much better than the wire tick removers or the little plastic hook tick removers. This one, you actually press the plunger, it goes round the tick head. So you're holding the tick head, and all you would do is twist, and as you twist, pull at the same time, and it takes the tick out perfect. Just make sure with ticks that you do remove the whole tick and not just the head. If the head is left inside the body on your animal, it's going to cause really serious problems for your dog. Remember, ticks carry Lyme disease, so we also need to check for this when in the vets or a health check. Okay then, so next thing we're going to do, obviously she's sitting down again, but we would need to check her back legs. So we just feel, I know she's lying down, so we just feel longer legs, the same as the front. Okay, also it's a nice position that she's laying in. I can check her paws in between the toes and the nails for any ticks or any foreign bodies stuck in the pads, okay? And as we can see, her feet are nice and pink. There's no sores or scratches, any skin flaking and any skin peel, which would indicate parasites or mites. Okay, so next we want to check her abdomen. Stand up, okay, good girl, stand, 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 good girl. So we're just checking underneath. Ideally you want to put your hands either side. Okay, there's no pain, no lumps, no bumps. Oh, she's fine there. She's a bit frightened, look, because she's got a tail between her legs. Okay, the last part to check on the dog, okay, is to just check her anal passage, the vulva or the penis on the dog. Okay, so you're just checking for discharge, blood and poo. With females, if they've not been done, obviously you'll be able to see an enlarged vulva, which would mean that she was in season. Okay, so there we go, sit down, sit down. Okay then, and that completes our health check for today. Any problems, if you see anything wrong with your dog, any lumps or bumps, note it down into a little book. Now when you found it, where you found it, and if in doubt, always consult a veterinary to make sure that there's no cancerous tumours or cysts or anything like that. Okay then, hope you enjoyed. Take care, bye.